Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
RC, I want to go back to Bronny because you talked about his minute restriction, and look, this is a young man that is projected to go anywhere from 5 to 10 in the NBA draft, and obviously he had such a scare with his health that it's hard to evaluate him, but you have to, right? I mean, that's the game. So what is the fair way to evaluate him as he's trying to just get his legs under him, and put together some kind of a season after all of that?
You just judge him by what you see. And when you watch him play, he's a guy that leaves you wanting more, right? He just plays the right way. He defends, he competes his tail off, and he leaves you intrigued. If he plays 10 minutes, if he plays 15 minutes, he's impactful when he's on the floor, and that's what you want. So if for all the people who talk about great players, I don't know how many great players in college right now that's going to be great to translate to the next level. All these guys are going to have a learning curve, but he's a guy that'll buy into a role that may not be projected to be a star at the next level, but he's going to come in as a ball handler, shot maker, and defender. And everybody wants guys like that. And the way he plays, like I said, I'm excited for his future. I just want to see him play a full season and get healthy. I think he'll get better, and as he gets better, I think they'll get better. The only concern that I have for USC in general is you can't play your way in the tournament per se in November and December, but you can play your way out of it. And I don't know if they're going to have enough games in the Pac-12 to get the quality wins to get themselves back in this thing. That's my only concern. So they're going to have to catch fire and win against the Arizonas and the Colorados, and they're going to have to win some of those games and to get back into this race.
Yeah, Matt. And in terms of and he may or may not have a decision. I mean, is it as easy as you just go after a year, regardless of whether or not it takes off for you? I mean, if you're a guy that's plus the opportunity to play with dad, and that obviously maybe it's ticking. I don't know. LeBron's an absolute alien. But is it as easy as if you're project top 10 pick, you have to go regardless of what you did in college?
First of all, LeBron's not going anywhere. Okay, have you seen the guy lately? He's not going. He's not going anywhere. I want to see Bronny come back, and this is not a financial decision for Bronny. I think his health and developing. I mean, you look at the jump that a lot of guys make from their freshman to their sophomore year in college. It becomes big. And if he could have a full summer to work out and grow and develop, and then he has the fall, and then he plays a full season, I mean, he could look completely different, and this USC team could look completely different next year with him being healthy. And I don't know that he's a top 10 pick right now. I don't know if he's even a first rounder just because of everything that he's went through. I know there's a lot of expectations that are placed on him. I get that. I want to see him come back. And I want to see what he looks like as a sophomore with a full summer and a full fall. And like RC has alluded to, he's fun to watch. He leaves you wanting more because he plays the game the right way. And I think one of the most impressive things about with all the expectations that are placed on him, and nobody dealt with expectations better than his dad. On the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16, he was the most hyped high school player of all time, LeBron James. And all he's done is become the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Right. So nobody's been better at dealing with expectations in the history of sports than LeBron James. And I really believe that. So there's all these expectations on Bronny. Let him come back. Let's see what he looks like next year, because I think he'd look completely different, and he plays the game the right way. He roots on his teammates. He's not over there sulking because he's not in the game. He's literally celebrating their success. And man, he could be a completely different player next year with a full summer and a full fall.
RC, do you agree with that? Do you think he should come back?
I think it depends on where he's drafted. If he's top 10, no. I don't think you can't come back. If he's going to be top 15, he can't come back. Now, I do think if he was to come back, if he was a late first round pick and he decided to come back and he could improve his draft status, then that's a different conversation. If someone was to say he was going to go in the late 20s, but if he's top 10 or top 15, then I just don't know how he can come back to school. I think at that point, that development has to take place at the NBA level, whether it's G League or whatever it is. You just have to take your chances with that. So everything's predicated to me on truly where he's projected to go.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.